followers, new likes on my Facebook, and things like that. But here we have it, Game 3, and I apologize actually for not addressing the settings, but Game 3 is islands. We have Japanese for Tatoh, and Chinese for Melkor, which is pretty interesting. I'm going to tab out real quick and have that up on my other screen so I can read it off for everybody. It's Hidden Civ Pick, and it's islands, obviously. I love islands. I'm going to say it right now. You can whine about it in the chat and say blame, whatever. A lot of people don't like islands, but I find it enjoyable. I find that potential to sneak and do something different very exciting. Obviously, they're going to be going water, but I'm not sure what we'll see. Obviously, the water metagame is a little bit different here. This is going to be exciting. Now, I'm not sure why Melkor would choose Chinese. It really doesn't make much sense to me, but we'll have to see. He obviously has something planned. Chinese are a fantastic civ, don't get me wrong, but normally you would see a selection of other civs, and of course not this one. But Chinese, of course, can do well if you get a good start. I think Melkor has that good start. One interesting thing to note is that Melkor is closer to the water here, so when he does go for docks, it's going to be helpful. Meanwhile, Tatoh, I mean, he's quite close as well, but I think there's just a minor difference. Apart from that, you always want to check the boars. Not these boars, not the extra resources that Tatoh probably won't use. But, well, he might build a TC there later. Anyway, you want to check the boars and see where they're located, because you could have one like this, and Tatoh... That's going to be kind of difficult for him. You know, he's probably going to have to get loom for that if he uses a villager. He could always use a sheep and maybe walk its way around the wood line, but a little bit difficult. A lot of times players on the islands will use their scout, and like this one would be really easy for Melkor. But those are the only small differences you can look at. I don't think we're going to be seeing people dock on the back, so all the water on the front is great for both players. And yeah, this will be interesting for sure, guys. I really like islands. I really do. I think it's exciting. And the one thing I really like is feudal galley wars. But I don't think we'll be seeing as much of that with this African Kingdoms. I really haven't watched too many water matches, especially with top players with African Kingdom civs and balances. So obviously these guys have done a lot of that, and they really might be surprising me. You guys are getting your attacks in the chat, which is great. We have... Oh man, I'm not even sure what age we hit there, but it was really nice, whatever it was. Because everybody's getting their winnings and getting fantastic payout. I think Tatoh is back here with his scout. He might try and go for that boar, because he will need it, as this one's halfway collected. There's the dock for Tatoh. There's the dock for Melkor. Lots of nice fish. That's not going to be an issue. And we'll see how many fishing ships they're able to get out. But yeah, islands it adds an interesting element. I think a lot of people got bored with water matches because it's just galleys for the most part in AOC. And I actually really appreciate that. But I think fire ships and demo ships have their place in standard AOC. They're just not seen by the average spectator. But this is going to be different. We have a barracks from Tatoh. Oh boy, he's going potentially for landing. So we'll see it. Take a look and see what Melkor is doing as well. Sorry, Dave. Why do you hurt me like that? Why do you have to say things like that? It's just hurts so much, man. Actually, I can laugh about it now. I really wish I would have saved that VOD, but for those of you wondering what I'm talking about, I played it in the Masters of Islands tournament, and it didn't go too well. I was like, okay, let's land. Let's do a Tatoh. Ooh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. he's building militia. But I landed a secondary island. There isn't any here, but let's say there's a secondary island here with, you know, some extra stones, I think it was. But certainly not connected to my enemy's island. And I landed that, and I built 3 archery ranges before I realized. But there's a transport ship from Tatoh, which you can do in the Dark Age, and this is interesting. Like, he has to get across, and he still has a bit of time. Meanwhile, Melkor is 1 dock on the front, 3 fishing ships, going over to gold. He's going for the standard play, I guess you can say, with the water attack, and that makes sense, but Tatoh, he's against the metagame, and that's the exciting thing with Tatoh. I mean, a lot of people watch his stream, his YouTube, and they really respect Tatoh for what he can do for the community. But this is different for sure. I mean, he's going to stop investing into the fishing ships just because he knows he'll lose them. He's going out to this mill, which I also find interesting considering there will be galleys here from Melkor. But he's transporting out here, and now I'm going to take a look at Melkor's point of view and see what he's able to see, because he has the scout patrolling. I don't think he's expecting a 4 militia drush at all on islands, but this is really exciting, man. Just fantastic. He's going to send them in, and of course, Melkor has loon by now. It's just double checking, but he is Chinese, so that'd be standard regardless. And I think Tato's going to have some success here. Now, the one thing for him is he's not going to be able to get man-at-arms unless he gets to the feudal age. The 4 militia, I don't know how strong that will be. If he micros them well, he can get a lot of harassment in. Also, keep in mind, Melkor is going with the fire galleys, but once he realizes what Tato's doing, he's going to immediately add some fishing ships in. And there you go. Melkor's like, what is this? And he's probably going to have to check for barracks as well, but that's an interesting engagement. I think a villager will go down for Melkor. Tatoh has stacked those units really well. Dave's really going to respect that. And there you go, another villager down. This has paid off in a huge way for Tatoh. As far as the land attack goes, he might get one more villager. And close to... Oh, wow! He's choosing to fight that, and I think Tato's going to commit the scout. Yeah, I mean, no villagers can hop in that TC. 3 villagers killed by 4 militia and a scout. And when the feudal age upgrade comes in, I think we will see that other villager focus down by Tatoh. What a great engagement for Tatoh. Paying off in a huge way. And there are the fishing ships from Melkor, so he's going to go for that fish boom. But, you know, Tatoh could always go for water now. He has to be careful because there's a fire galley here just trying to stop that dock. But Tatoh is probably just going to say, okay, that's it for me on land. I'm going to go into water. And, you know, the anti-metagame plays are coming from Tatoh, and I think everybody's enjoying it. Tatoh has to be careful. He's really trying to get this dock up. And it's really no laughing matter for him. He needs to be on 2 docks. Can't get that up. He commits these 3 villagers. Maybe he'll be able to get there. But actually ran back to build some farms. Still not sure what Tato's plan is, to be honest. He could go for water. He could go for some more land aggression. He obviously was trying to get up 2 docks, so I was expecting water. But I'm just paying attention. There are weak vills around here. Actually, looks like Melkor's on stone. He might be thinking about a transport himself. As the villager going to go down, yeah, Tato's just trying to weaken some vills here, which is nice. I'm going to have to pay attention to maybe a counter transport. You can call it that. The dock's still not up from Tatoh. And there's a transport. Melkor's like, screw you, Tatoh. I'm going to transport you and build towers. Now, Tatoh might be able to see this with his scout, and I think he will eventually. He's just picked off another villager. This has been well played from Tatoh thus far. Really well played. I think he's going to get another vill here. Look at that micro with the scout. That vill going to have to run away. And Tato's like, I'm going after it because there's no vills in the TC, and he's going to pick it off. What wonderful play. 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2 here. And this time he only had militia and a scout. It's just really fantastic stuff. And Tato's trying to focus on the fishing ships. I'm waiting for the transport from Melkor. Keep in mind, there are a lot of fishing ships here from Melkor, but I think Tato's expecting this. I'm going to look at Tato's... Yeah, look at that. Look at that. He knows what's going on here. He's in full control. He sees the mining camp on the stone, and that should be enough to tell him what's going on. And then a blacksmith now. I don't think Melkor has a barracks, so... No, he's probably going to just commit to towers. And he doesn't have any scouting at Tato's base, and that's going to be an issue for him. There's already a range from Tatoh as well. He might have been thinking about transporting archers. Oh, he's going with the demo raft, which is going to be really nice to see. But he might be going for defensive archers as well. And there's the fire ship. There's the demo raft. He's going to try and get a big engagement. He needs to... Oh, man, that was really close. Really close. But you know what? It's going to assist in 2 kills there. And now the towers are coming in. Castle Age upgrades coming in from Tatoh, which is some really nice eco balance, let's be honest. But oh, he is up here on the boars as well. I really like to see, and he's already collected the deer. But we'll have to see if Tatoh sees the towers. Oh, he saw the villager there. If he paid attention, he can see the villager. There's a tower now. That's going to push Tatoh off that wood line, but he still has plenty more to go to. And he has archers to defend. And Tato's still trying to just cause problems. His militia. Notice Melkor's response to the initial landing. He has like 3 outposts up so he can see everything. He got town watch as well. Tatoh has really caused problems to his opponent here. Speaking of problems, the towers are going to continue to go up, and Tatoh did not spot that. I think the best approach would be not to transport archers, but to transport a villager and continue to build archery ranges there. He can always transport some crossbows, though, and do some damage, as Melkor has yet to click up, and I think that's what Tatoh is planning, running out to that transport. But immediately Tatoh goes to stone because he knows the towers are going to be really difficult for him to deal with. This is a pretty good position for Melkor with this tower. Now, it may go down because Tatoh has more vills here, but the positioning is quite good here in this location. We have 2 golds, and main gold and this nice secondary gold. But I don't know if he's going to be able to push in much further. We have the transport there, crossbow and fletching now coming in. I don't know if we'll see bodkin because of the lack of gold for Tatoh at the moment. But still, Melkor is yet to click up. So the harassment really did an awful lot there. I don't see any more vills, just more towers. Melkor's actually going for the repair and then another tower behind, which is always a big pain in the butt. Tatoh, I mean, just think about it. Tato's going to be here with crossbows. He's going to do a lot of damage. Of course, Melkor's going to see it, but I don't know how he can stop it unless he builds some defensive towers. But if he's able to gain victory over this gold, that'd be really nice for him. I don't know how that's going to work out, but if he's able to push Tatoh away from this area, that'll be good. I think he has, well, more gold up there. But still, it's going to be nice. The crossbows are now in, and Melkor has nothing to deal with this. Look at the vill difference now. Remember, Melkor's yet to click up to the castle age. He's buying resources now. He's just trying to do something, but so many villagers going down. All the gold villagers are going to go down, and that is just a huge loss. 5, 6 villagers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think certainly 5 went down, and now Melkor, I don't know if he's actually realized this because he didn't run away from the initial attack. Now he realizes that he's lost another villager. 1 more villager. He's going to lose more. Oh, gosh. Oh gosh, with the micro Tatoh has, we're going to see so many vills go down. This is similar to one of the T90 series games we saw. The tower's going to go up, but how many vills are going to go down? I mean, oh man, come on, man. Melkor, I mean, of course, you're in a bad situation now, but how many villagers have to die? He's at 22 now, and he was at 36. He lost 14 villagers, and there's the GG. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tatoh... Let's just think back. I think reflection is important. We had the 4 militia drush from Tatoh. He picked off, I think, a total of 5 vills with the drush and the scout. Then he's able to defend here, just hold on here, comfortable to do so, and run across with crossbows and kill 14 vills. Just insane. And what a good game 3 we had there. I'm going to look at the achievements briefly. Units killed from Tatoh. I mean, that says it all. Look at his largest army, 11, and then look at the units killed. That should not happen. Like, that is pretty insane. That is a cost-effective military, that's for sure. The resources, kind of similar. Not huge differences. I mean, it's not as important to look at the resources now because they use different approaches, and also it was a short game. Research count from Tatoh. Society stats, just magnificent. And Schmalgen, I have to agree. Tatoh is a very fun dude to watch. Let's take